What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Beatcast, episode 10 of season 3. Apologize for the delay today. Al, he's not going to make it today, so I'm running things. And of course, my computer does things it shouldn't be doing. So there was a little bit of delay, but we got the rest of the team here. But before bringing them in, just give a quick recap on what the Beatcast is. The Beatcast is a sample challenge where we upload, it's a bi-weekly sample challenge, and we upload a sample every other week for our Beat Hawks and fellow producers to take and upload to Instagram, and then we'll play them here the following week on the Beatcast live stream. And so without further ado, let's bring on the rest of the crew here. There we go. What's up, guys?
What's up, fellas, ladies, lady.
So I just want to preface this all by saying, since Al's not here, I'm running the show behind the scenes. So there might not be, for all you viewers out there, there might not be some crazy fancy stuff going on that we usually have. And, you know, like the little ticker and stuff like that. But we do got a lot of cool stuff. And so if I'm bound to screw things up, just warning everyone, feel free to throw me under the bus if something fucks up. It's on me.
Of course not, sir.
So what's up, everyone? How y'all been?
Pretty awesome, man. Pretty good.
Nice. So
Devon spent the week eating bacon.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
He's a bacon eating motherfucker.
We just had a conversation before this started that it is the complete opposite, but you know, it's all good.
Couldn't shut. It was like the bacon I had yesterday was so good.
Like the way he described it too, the way the grease was just coming off of it, like.
And then he tried to convert me. He was like, "Why? So good."
You gonna eat this bacon?
Elaine, are you vegan or are you just vegetarian?
Pescatarian, so I still eat fish.
A fish. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's funny, since I've been doing this diet my sister's got me on. I've found that I'm not getting a lot of protein, but I've been eating a lot more greens and like supplementing a lot of stuff to try to get protein in there. But I feel like I could go vegetarian for a while. Like I've been okay not eating meat as much as I used to.
You feel okay not eating meat?
Yeah, like I think I could do it for maybe like 2 weeks.
That's what she said.
That's why I'm just smiling. I love the questions and all that.
I mean, it was
family
inevitable,
show, guys.
Of the directions, you know.
This is a family show, guys. Come on now.
Even I agreed to that. So.
All right, random question. Since I get fucking blamed for bacon, oven bacon or pan fried?
What's the application?
Good question.
Motherfucking bacon, just regular bacon. What are you talking about?
Just like a strip of bacon, you know, like with your breakfast or something like that. Definitely pan fried.
Yeah. But if you like gonna do like some burgers or something like that, then you're gonna put it in the oven.
No, oven bacon is superior in every single way.
No.
All right. Do y'all like the fucking super crispy, fucking crunchy bacon?
See, you know what?
I like that shit falling apart.
When I did used to eat bacon, so I ate it when I was younger, and then like when I got to Arizona, it was different because in Chicago we have you would have different butchers. So you'd have like the European style butchers, and then you'd have like your southern butchers with the catfish, live catfish and stuff like that. So you get like, you know, southern cut, or you get like, you know, other, you know, just shit like that. So it was very different.
The butchers?
Yeah, you know, it's different meat. So having something thick, kind of soft, but crispy, you in there with that.
How the fuck did we get a show about bacon? I
don't think we finished the topic just before going on the show. We started talking about how you put your dog down.
Wait,
we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on.
I'm like, Jesus, you guys are laughing at him.
It's because when he said it was the way he said it, when he said it, that he had to get rid of his dog. It was so matter of fact. I was like, did you do it? Is it like what happened? Like
he basically did like from the camera up one of these numbers right here. So I was just like, here we fucking go. Like now I'm a dog murderer. Nah, we're just gonna move on. I don't even have a response right now.
Real quick before I want to shout out our special sponsor, Mixwell Worldwide. And like I said, I'm a little slow on everything, so I'm just catching up on the stuff I got to be doing. Mixwell Worldwide. Go to mixwellworldwide.com. Use code Beatcast25. Ooh, look at that. At checkout to get a discount on your order. And you all should know Mixwell Worldwide. Been around for a long ass time, doing a lot of stuff in the scene. All right. So how's the chat doing? Hope everyone out there is doing well. Thanks for joining us. Sorry again for being late today, but we're back.
And as a matter of fact, I didn't even never mind. I didn't even.
You talking to us?
Yeah, I didn't put a beat in, and I was like, "Damn, chat beat shit." I just wasn't happy with my beat. I got it. I just wasn't happy with it. I made 2 different beats. I made the beat that Al and I were working on while I was at his crib, and then I had and it came out. It was decent and stuff. He liked it, but I was just like, this shit. But you know what that is? That you know what that falls into? Is that those beats that you like are really awful? Like, well, not awful, but like they're not the bee's knees to everybody else. But the shit you like, nobody likes. But the shit you don't like, everybody loves that shit.
That's just the way it goes, man.
I hope you hear that, Al. So when you out fucking doing your Muay Thai, pretending that you're Hachi and shit, you can think about this to fuel that. So, he basically called your shit whack. I'm not trying to split a friendship up, but me personally, I wouldn't let that slide. That's just me, though, but I'm not.
Oh, speaking of Al, so he hits me up today, and he's like, yeah, so I had to break up. Kevin was going crazy on a dog, and I forget that that's his cat. He's like, I got it. He scratched me and fucked up my hand, and I'm still like,
no, he bit him.
He bit him. Okay, he bit him. Yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, he showed me a picture of his hand. It got all crazy. So I don't know if that's why he's not here or if work. Either way, he's dead.
This is just gonna be an anti-PETA episode. I know he's karate chopping the shit out of that cat right now. I know it. He's just at home, fucking just doing all types of kickboxing and shit to it. Real quick,
Kevin.
Everybody here, cat people, dog people. I know Ellen got a cat.
I'm not an animal person at all, but I got him.
I have a cat.
I have a cat. I'm a cat person. I know the quality of a dog, but I think that cats are superior. Dogs are like Burger King, and cats are like McDonald's.
You motherfuckers.
Everybody loves McDonald's.
See, I love my dog a lot more than the cats. Like, I hate the cats, but I like the cats in the fact that I don't have to do shit for them other than feed them and give them water, and they just hang out.
Are your cats assholes and they're like knocking shit over and all that?
Oh yeah, they're total assholes.
Yeah,
and
those things, man.
And they fuck with the dog all the time. But like, I have a German Shepherd, and he will not leave. He won't leave the cats alone, and so he'll just be like bleeding on his fucking nose and shit like
He's
that.
killing them with kindness.
Yeah, he just doesn't learn. But whatever. So. All right. So question before we got on here, and it might be a touchy subject right now after what was going on in the Discord. So we were talking about producers. Who do you think are underrated producers in the game right now? Or even that have been in the past few years?
Past few years?
Yeah. I think that's the reason that's a really good question is because we're in a place where everybody is everybody can produce now. Everybody can there's the barrier to entry is like really low. So everybody can make beats now. And then they're all making quality products. And it's like even more so than it was back in the day, every camp has 2-3 producers in it. And so it's like it's a real dope beat. You're like, oh, is that Pete Rock? I was like, nah, that's Larry J from Detroit or some shit like that. Like it's not run of the mill cats anymore. So it's great and it's hard because you're trying to find needles in haystacks because it's like it's dope beats everywhere now. I mean, the Beatcast has 30 of them every week.
Yeah. So, but is there someone that stands out to you that's like, this guy should be getting more props? What's going on? Like for me, it's Jake One. Like everyone knows Jake One, but like you brought up that you didn't know, or Delvon, that you didn't know he did what was it? Yeah. Okay, that you didn't know that he did the John Cena intro music.
Yeah, I just learned that like a couple weeks ago. There was some kind of Instagram post, And I'm trying to remember what page it is. I'll plug them if I knew. But anyway, it was one of those sample pages, and it showed all of the individual pieces to make that. And it's like 3 samples. But I didn't know Jake One made the shit. And obviously, that's super iconic. But Jake One's got so many dope-ass beats, man.
Yeah,
Jake One has like
everyone.
But I definitely agree.
He has beats that I dare to say that he has Just Blaze, Alchemist. He's just not known. He has
I agree.
That brevity because like the dude shit is like, I mean, I seen him stand next to Tall Black Guy. Black Guy is amazing and shit, but his career went in a different direction and stuff. So like, looking at it from that way, Tall Black Guy. That's probably like one of my biggest underground, above ground, consistent cats. Like that dude's shit is just like he has actual songs for years that's going and stuff. So what's the a good question to be? What's the bar? So can it be a couple years, couple albums? Like what is somebody doing to produce their work?
Maybe we could say it's like he's someone that
have y'all heard this one?
Oh yeah, I got that cassette up here.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Yeah, but like, so what? Someone who doesn't show up, never shows up in like top 5s or top 10s that should. I'm not talking like all-time producers. Like, so we wouldn't put Primo or Pete Rock in those mix, but like someone who should be. I think Jake One is someone who should be of newer school producers that should be showing up in like top 5 and top 10.
Man, if you're I guess I would. If you're saying like all time, or I would put like Easy Mo B really high up, just because of all of the shit that he's done. Biggie, Busta Rhymes, Craig Mack, like that dude alone, like it's fucking incredible. If we started going newer, then I would probably say somebody like, I know a lot of people know him, but I don't think that he gets nearly the recognition. I've talked about him a shit ton. Sam I Am. Like, I know he kind of gets overshadowed by like Flylo, and I'm a fan of him as well. I have fucking everything that he's put out, but Sam I Am doesn't get the recognition that I think that he should. And then if you want to go someone a little bit newer than that, I say like Claus Layer. Like that dude is fucking incredible. So
he's dope. I'm just not that familiar.
Oh my god, the dude's drum layering, man. Like he has some of the best drums I've ever heard. Cause like his shit is he will use, fucking 3 or 4 snares and multiple hi-hats together and shit like that. And then
I like that type.
Oh my god, I love that shit. So that dude is incredible to me. I would have to think about this a little bit more as far because like I could just keep naming underrated people, but people that I think absolutely deserve it, the 3 that I said, just off the top of my head, like immediately came to mind.
So what about overrated producers, and what are your thoughts
on here we go. My super controversial take. Dr. Dre is single-handedly the most overrated producer of all time. Me and Bree have had this conversation. That's why he's making that face. He has been
a couple of times. A couple. We dance with this, and we have paragraphs.
Yeah. Me and a few other people. Look, man. Anybody that has been accused of some shit, me and another dude, we're having this conversation unrelated to producing. But if someone has been accused of some shit multiple times, numerous times throughout their career, even if it doesn't go to court or fucking whatever, you will look at them funny. If you get ready to hire somebody and the motherfucker has been accused of theft fucking, 15, 20 times, right? Even if he's never been charged with theft, you're going to look at him funny. That's my thought process. Dre has been accused of stealing, basically like I say signing people's homework as his own multiple times.
I think that's a good way to put it because it's not as inflammatory as it could be.
Correct.
Because I look at it in 2 ways. I look at it in the conductor way, and then I look at it because it's sometimes like I've been in a room helping somebody write, somebody like somebody really dope who has albums out and all that shit. And you hear certain things. If you ever get into the position where your opinion is the apex opinion for everybody in the room, like I would still do the hands on and make my shit, but to tell somebody put some more on that snare, do something with that, take this in the other room and work with this. It's a different kind of, and I think that like that's the difficult part about hip hop. Hip hop isn't a place where it's as collaborative as it is now. It used to not be collaborative.
I agree. I agree.
So when you got like a Quincy Jones who's like, I wrote all the music, y'all play it. There's no question of like, he heard some shit in his head, he put it together and stuff. And I know the difference with Dre shit is that somebody like they'll say like, it's this this is my beat, or this beat was made by this person. And he just put his name on it. He didn't even, or he did this, so he just cleaned it up really well.
Do you think they're upset, those people that did that, because they're getting paid?
Yeah, but their name isn't all right, man. Because this is there's two people. There's two people that I would throw in the category that Bree is talking about as far as that goes. Grap Lover, that's obviously Pete Rock's brother. That was kind of what Pete Rock would do with him. Like there were certain beats that Grap would have like the sample and the drums, right? And then the drums would be completely different. Like people come in, change the drums, add a bass line, fucking add extra sounds. There you go. I had another fucking example that was right there. Timberland is apparently another person that falls into the Dr. Dre category. You have a dude named Danger Hands that makes a lot of the shit for him, right? Mm-hmm. And
is he still around?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. If somebody's in the chat watching and they know, I know Prot knows this shit as well. You have people that somebody will like make something and then someone else comes in and does it. Then there's shit that I don't think that's fair. Then again, I'm not fucking getting checks, so it's a little bit different. But you have an example is that 88 Keys produced shit for the Pusha T album that came out. That last one. All fucking Kanye did was put the Fat Joe sample on it, right? It's credited as Kanye making the beat. The beat is like 18 or 19 years old.
Okay,
it was made in 04.
So how about
by 88 Keys?
How about this though? How about this one? How about the we as industry out? We're not industry outsiders, but we're industry outliers, right? Or outliners. We're not like in the meat of the industry running things or whatever. That's the part of the industry that we don't jive with. That's the part that we're not. The politics side, where it's like, look, this name is bigger than your name, so we need this name on the label. Your name isn't there.
Absolutely.
But you're going to get this money. You're going to get some royalties. And, like 88 Keys, being honest and shit, just doing that has kept 88 Keys, not just as the dude's friend, because I know that they have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
The flip side of that shit is he knows his role. He knows his place.
He's a role player. He's a role player.
Man. I'll come in. I mean, I would hand Mustard to anybody a beat that they just put a sample on, and I get that publishing, and I'm
that's
able
what
to
I'm
function.
saying. That's where I'm at. Maybe not when I was younger. Maybe I would have taken it. I would have been a little different about it. But the other thing too is, in the industry, like everyone knows, it's like, okay, I know 88 Keys did that, so they understand that maybe the general public doesn't know 88 Keys is doing as much as he's doing, but everyone in the industry, so you have the industry people hitting him up and reaching out to him and doing stuff like that. So I think it all depends on if you want your name known or if if you just want the extra checks. And it's like, what are your thoughts on like the UMA, like it was the same thing where, Dillo it was all, everything that was done on those albums was credited to the UMA, whether it was Dillo or Q-Tip or Ali Shaheed, whoever did it.
That in my opinion, like I know House Shoes. There was like an old interview that happened where like they had Dillo come into a radio station, and House Shoes was like, "Oh shit, the UMA's here," and that was like the joke. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of like poking fun at it.
Everything, yeah.
But I think that in a case like that where it was about like Q-Tip's whole thing was like it was about the collective. So if you went into it knowing that, you kind of knew what the deal was. Man, I can't think of the guy's full producer name, but you have like his name is Ringo. I think it's Ringo Smith. If someone correct me if I'm fucking wrong. Dude, they made the hop off of Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
He also did a lot of Busta Rhymes shit.
Yes.
It's not Ringo Smith, but it's something Smith. It's something Smith. I forget it because I would get him mixed up with not Buck. Is it Buck? Buck Wild.
Buck Wild.
Buck Wild. Because those are the two that were doing a majority of Busta's shit outside of Dilla.
So you have somebody like that, right? Where he made the hop. I didn't fucking know that. Like I learned that some years ago when Questlove had reposted some shit on Instagram where one of my favorite style videos ever. I love this shit more than I like cars and animals fucking people up. Whenever someone shows original like hardware, right? And they'll run like they'll put the floppy in the shit. And then they'll play it from like the original shit, like the thing that fucking Lord Finesse does. I love that. Yeah, I love that shit. It's one of my. It's.
We talking about the filter when they double?
No, he's talking about the Instagram reels where they like Lord Finesse was like he's taking the original floppy, plug it in, and like.
He'll play like hip to the game off of the fucking floppy. Like he'll load it and he'll play it and show every individual sample and shit. Eric Sermon's done it before. Like you had fucking speaking of why am I Easy Mo B? He does it. I love that shit. It's one of my favorite style videos. But the Ringo dude had done it for the hop. I always thought that Q-Tip made that beat, but again, it wasn't. It's like a part of the collective. So on some shit like that, you know, thinking about like 1995, 1996 times, that dude must have been hyped as fuck to have a feature on a Tribe album. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that alone, man. Like to be in the room, because
yes,
I was there at that time, man. Like to be in the room with people, because like now, like you see, all our heroes are winning. You see, like you know, Kweli and Mos Def are like still doing shows, like big shows. Right. You know, Mos Def is on or Yasin is on tour with Erykah Badu, like real big shit, you know. And Questlove is like worth like 50 million now. Like it's like you would have never thought that shit in 97. But you know, to be in a room with those dudes, on a tour bus with those dudes, and it's like, man, my heroes and shit. And like, you know what makes me laugh about that is that there's some kid somewhere right now, like waiting to get on the bus to meet Soulja Boy.
Mm-hmm. No, and then y'all, you know, like you could sit there and laugh about it and shit, but that's like the dude's entrance into the industry. He's thinking he has a mindset that, you know, like whether fucking whatever you think about that guy or not, like he's known, he's been in the industry. Like you could clown him, say that his shit is whack, whatever you want to say, it doesn't matter. The dude's a veteran. He's been in for fucking close to 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? So it's somebody like that giving somebody else an opportunity, and that young kid that you're talking about getting the chance to meet somebody to get that opportunity or thinking that that's his entrance for it, you can't be mad at him for that. You know what I mean? Especially if the dude's able to do some kind of like, I know the new shit now is like sample packs or like fucking collaborative packs and things like that. If the dude is able to make a loop or a fucking, you know, chop a sample or some shit like that, Soulja Boy hears it and goes, yo, this is dope. I can use this on a song of mine. It gets out there. You know, it gives that dude an opportunity. So again, I think it's, you could clown it or whatever you want to say, but like that shit gives the dude an opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never shit on it. You know why? Is because as much as I make those jokes, like if I tell you who my top 5 hip hop groups are, like 2 of them, or top 6 groups, it's 2 groups that everybody is gonna be like, what or whatever. And I'll just name one, Crisscross. I think Crisscross.
No, me and you have had this conversation before, but I understand why you said it. It makes a lot of sense. And also, I don't remember if when me and you had that conversation, if I brought this up, I've always preferred Jermaine Dupri as a R&B producer over a hip hop producer. But I think that his original shit, I think Jermaine Dupri's original shit, like he's got dope shit. People can like fucking, they could clown him whatever they want. I've come from the camp. I think the dude is corny. Like I'm sorry. But when I say that, I'm talking about like later release shit from him. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like, I don't know, like the early to mid 2000s shit from him. But he has dope shit. I've said that before. I will say it again. Like, especially his earlier shit. I like the sound. Like, I like what he does. But I'm trying to remember. We've talked about this. I don't remember what the other group that you said was, because you were like, "Nah, you're gonna clown me for it." And we had this fucking conversation. I don't remember.
Crucial Conflict.
Well, Crucial
But
Conflict too,
but again,
Chicago thing.
Yes, he has. But that's if you want to tell it, you can. But you have a relationship to some extent with them, so it makes sense. Like, people will clown or say like, "Nah, that's not cool" or whatever. But you have ties to them, so that you're gonna have a different. You were there. That makes shit completely different. You know what I'm saying? That changes the dynamic.
When I tell people that,
like lighter shade, like I love the Lighter Shade of Brown album, but I was, grew up, like I was in South Phoenix, and that shit was being bumped all the time. It might be cheesy now, all that great, but it's where you were at that time when it came out.
That shit, that Lighter Shade of Brown shit is I'm trying to get into the chats because I know the guys in the chat are saying some shit. That Lighter Shade of Brown for that time period from 1990 to 1993, 94, Lighter Shade of Brown, Candyman, West Coast Underground.
That was fun music, man.
And it was all above ground underground. It wasn't like
it was like known, but it also had like a cult circle. And the thing is, flipping it the other way, it was giving like Hispanic people a voice. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit was something that wasn't really popping like that. That's back when rap in general wasn't very fucking accepting. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when there was like white rappers and shit, that wasn't like a normal thing, and it wasn't accepted as far as it being like, this dude's got the cosign. Authentic. Thank you. Like, it wasn't authentic. Whenever you saw somebody like, just off the top of my head, fucking Vanilla Ice, or you saw like Marky Mark, automatically you were like, yo, this shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? And like the masses, I would say, would generally say that type of shit. Now, obviously, they got radio play, they got push, they got things like that, but fucking, they didn't get looked at the same way. And I mean, even fucking Color Me Bad, like, you had to put a black dude in the goddamn group in order to make it look a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing with.
I love that album, by the way. But like,
for one, I know I was listening to them in Atlanta this weekend. I was like, damn, I just thought
it was dope.
And they were on that big tour too right now. Going on right now.
That's why I was thinking about it. So okay, let's pivot. I got a question let's pivot. So what do y'all think about? So you have these underrated producers and these groups that we have relationships to and all that stuff. What do you say to the authenticity of yesterday's hip hop, where like Lighter Shade of Brown, DJ Quick, or anybody back then, everybody was in their neighborhood making music. Everything's going back to their neighborhood. You saw them as like regular people and shit, versus now where these cats all driving Hellcats and got jewelry on, and it's like they're not relatable to regular people.
That's a fucking excellent question. It's kind of like I was thinking about this shit. If I'm trying to remember, I want to say someone was talking about it, and me and one of my boys that talk about cars, we were having a conversation back in like the 90s and shit, before fucking like all of like the 50 Cent style shit, and like what you're talking about, where like got to a point where it was like unrelatable. Think about all the shit that everybody was driving, like a fucking Audi. Suzuki. Yeah, so like fucking if you take like the Redman video, Tonight's the Night, he drove a goddamn 4Runner, and then you have like it's the 4Runner. I fucking religiously, I literally got a 4Runner because of that shit. I'm telling you,
I can afford that.
Yeah, like goddamn it, that was my first vehicle. So, and then in the to the Land Cruiser shit, the Busta Rhymes video, fucking Easy Moby, Everything Remains Raw. The beginning where they're driving through fucking Times Square, and oh my god, I love that shit. Anyway, so normal cars. The other hot shit back then.
Normal clothes.
fucking Nissan, the Pathfinders and shit like that. Like those were like normal vehicles.
Even more normal, a fucking MPV.
Yes, yeah, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like all those cars are normal, and then you had like the sort of step up shit that was still somewhat achievable, like fucking like Lexus. You know what I'm saying? Not even anything crazy, or you know, like fucking old school Infinities, like the J30s and shit like that. Like all of those were like they were nicer, but they were still achievable.
Yeah, I've been looking at a fucking Lexus GX 470.
I love them goddamn things.
All right, really quick, I just want to give a shout out. Remember, you could find us if you want to support the Beatcast. Go to patreon.com/the Beatcast. And over there, you could find we have a lot of our. If you're a patron, you can you have access to our sample packs, which we release about once a month. We have our most recent one was the one done by John Tape, and it's filled with, it's like a mixtape, and it's got tons, like if you know John, if you know Tape and his how eclectic he is, it's amazing. So join us on Patreon. There's lots of awesome stuff you can get there for being a patron. And then I want to give a shout out to all of our patrons as well. Thank you to Beat Smith Medor, Messy Goods, Tigri, Disgraceland, RC Peters, Pablo Station, Mark Chai, Little Treasures, Phil Spector, Ant Architecture, Ollie Wan Kenobi, Zilla Beats, Press Rewind, Who Is This? Cuno Rap Name, everyone's favorite dad, Jay Linga, Equality 725, One Bar Llama, Squeak Boogie, Nate Gems, Noctimus Prime, Vexo, Gabino Beats, Al Nimbus, Mr. Delvon Watson, VJ Retro 1812, K Jago, and All in the Zone.
Shout out to all of the homies who keep supporting and keeping us afloat. We appreciate it completely, and we are forever in your debt for supporting the community in the way that we support the community. So we appreciate that completely, and that is not going to waste. We do have some more programming coming up. So in addition to the sample packs and whatnot, so we're forever in the background, you know, thinking, and you know, like I said in that video months and months ago, ideas never stop. They never stop. So, you know, we got shit coming together and whatnot. So, yeah, that's it.
Really quick, see, those names weren't hard to pronounce, guys. I was asking everyone before the show, since Al's not here, if anyone wants to read off the names for the patrons.
I would have did it. I had to clock in because I was about to drop the damn light bulb.
Fucking making excuses. He broke some shit on purpose so he didn't have to read. Fucking stop it.
No, I even had some. I forgot to play. I had some theme music for Patreon for announcing those, so I'll have to save it for Al when he comes back next time, even though he is dead to us. But maybe he might be dying with that damn.
Hey, and you know what? Hey, real quick, I just to start a rumor. I heard that. So I know he put that single out. I heard that he used one of those AI chat GPT shits in order to write it. So that I just think it's funny that he didn't put a fucking song out for how long, and then we start talking about AI and shit. Now all of a sudden he's just ready to rap again. Y'all don't find that suspicious at all?
Some like somehow.
Just saying.
And Beats Door is asking where's Al.
I'm saying.
So if anybody's wondering, Al got locked up. He got caught up with human organs at the airport
and killing his cat,
and with the cat. So he had the human organs and the cat in a suitcase at the same time.
This motherfucker, he literally did the shit from Tekken. He threw fucking dad off the cliff. He's just throwing motherfuckers off the cliffs right after he gets rid of the organs.
And now because he's doing that training and stuff now, so his hands are weapons,
deadly weapons. Yeah, he thinks he's fucking. He thinks he's Devil Jin. This motherfucker thinks he is Devil Jin from Tekken. I don't appreciate it, but I'm gonna say it from the camera because I'm safe. I'm I'm fucking 2 states away. I'm cool.
I kind of like how this whole thing looks. Like I feel like 4 screens, like 4 of us read it perfectly. I don't think we even need him.
I was just fucking it up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get a hair transplant or something, Al. Fuck out of here. We don't need this shit.
All right. So, God, I forgot what I was going to ask you guys. Start talking about Al, all this crazy shit he's got going on. Oh yeah. So the sample. What'd you guys think of the sample?
You know I don't like to complain. but that's the reason why I ain't put my shit in. I was like, I don't know what it is. This beat, I did it 5 different ways. And the 2 beats I came up with, I'm like, I still didn't put nothing in.
Maybe
I'll
just
upload it.
Maybe you suck. Just
gotta accept it. I gotta accept it and shit.
Yeah, because it was just like it was an interlude, so there wasn't as much to work with. But I was seeing now maybe because obviously those stabs, the piece in the beginning that was probably most known for the Artifacts track, sampling that. But most people used other parts of it, so I was kind of curious to see what everyone was going to do. But no, I struggled with this one too. I had a hell of a time putting something together.
I think it's because Bree was fucking being a fake vegan over there. Like he just was focusing all of his time on that shit.
Man, just because you eat bacon, you got to talk about.
I know.
Oh my god! I have 2 strips of bacon for the first time in fucking like half a year, and I'm just like a fucking baconator now.
I cleaned out the fridge this morning and I threw out some old bacon. I should have just mailed it to you. I'm sure you would have still cooked it up.
Or just cooked it. He might have popped up and shit, like, hey, I found your mail outside. Like, how'd you find my mail?
So Phil says he liked the sample, but there wasn't a ton to work with. There wasn't much going on there with that. But that's the fun part, the challenge sometimes. So there was a little less to work with that one. And I haven't picked out the sample, so I'll have to do that after the show here.
Yeah, when y'all started talking about it, I had to remember it. I don't even fucking remember it, to be honest. I've been so goddamn busy.
I forget about too, like because you put it together and a week goes by and so much shit happens in a week.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with it.
A lot of shit.
All right, so let's take a quick ad break here. So we'll be right back.
The Beatcast is brought to you in part by Mixwell Worldwide, the turntable and lifestyle brand going strong since 1997. Patreon. Our patrons directly support the Beatcast. Choose a tier that works best for you and receive items like merch, exclusive sample packs, as well as a direct shout out in our live shows. Patreon.com/The Beatcast. Picking up some new equipment? A portion of anything you purchase through our Zounds affiliate link, located on our website at thebeatcast.com, will directly go to support the Beatcast project.
All right. So, have you guys got any equipment lately? You guys mess with anything or any plugins?
No, I still need to fuck with my waves. Actually, I bought Polyphonic Library. Mm-hmm. They have a choir one that I want to use for the next joint, so I'm gonna fuck with that. I'm actually really thinking about getting a 404 because I'll be like traveling and shit. And like
I just put my 404 on the shelf, man.
You tapped out? You're done? Yeah. You're done?
I'm putting it aside for a while, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. But I know once I sell it, if I sell it, I'm gonna fucking regret it. So it's just gonna hang in the shelf for a little while until I get some more time to fuck with it.
Have you are you still focusing, like, do you still just do the machine shit, or are you focusing back on the XL, or
it's strictly like I just keep going back to machine. Like I recently just streamlined my setup again to the basic stuff I use. Like I put the complete keyboard back up, the Native Instruments keyboard back up, and I got push up here because I've been using Ableton a lot more. That's one thing I did the last couple of weeks I've been trying to do is I was like, okay, I'm going to see if I can start using machine within Ableton, how it works. And I just came to the realization that it's not going to work the way I want it to. It's just not made for that. So
no, I get what you're saying. The one that I will suggest if you ever need to like do something to make your life easy, running machine NFL. Like if you understand FL at all, it fucking makes life so easy. It is so simple.
Damn,
but it has it has to be a bootleg copy of FL. You cannot have a copy that is legal.
Man, well, the fuck paying for goddamn software. I don't.
That sucks because I loaded up with some more. I played you these sound effects and stuff. I had one that said something about Fruity Loops. That was good. I forgot to put it in there. That wasn't perfect.
Hey, so Elena, what do you so you have the Adobe Suite, right? The monthly shit.
Careful.
For
what?
Photoshop and stuff.
Like
The Creative Cloud monthly. Just imagine, 15 years ago, I had 15 CDs to download all of the Creative Suite, and I was walking around with that shit like, I just had something and whatever. So I'm not adverse to like bootlegging and shit.
I gave that shit to any bootleg copy of anything I got. I give to fucking everybody.
That shit.
I've never bought anything. Like we talked about it again, but like I use torrents for everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Here, yeah, I have to kind of, but yeah, I used to like just pirate everything.
And that's the dope part about it. It's like going raw. Like you don't know whether your shit's gonna get AIDS or if it's just gonna be the most authentic, best pirated version ever. Like you don't know what's gonna happen, and that's the best part. That's what I liked about that shit, especially like the LimeWire days where like your fucking computer has herpes. It's just you never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, man, fuck paying for software. I'm telling you, like if I did not buy this fucking machine and it came with software, I'd still be using a pirated version of it.
All right. And on that note, you guys ready to get into beats here?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see what I got. Let me, so like I'm letting everyone know, I'm going to fuck this up at some point. So, but the first one here, this is.
Hey, should I send you my beat?
Yes, play it.
Yes.
You're going to have to email because I don't have access to the folder.
I hope, you know what I really hope? Have y'all ever seen those fucking Cassidy videos of him making his own beats and he's like, just like doing this and shit. And it sounds like fucking fart noises and everybody was clowning him for how shitty it was. That's what I hope Bree's shit is. I hope that he's like, yo, this shit, it's actually all right. And then they play it and it just sounds like a fucking school bus crashing. That's what I look forward to. I can't wait.
Pull the old John
Look forward to school buses crashing. Like Texas is
You're not fucking better than anyone because you pay for software. I don't care.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
What happened to your giant bottle of water?
I have this one and this one left to drink my full gallon for today. Yeah. I'm starting one of the giant bottles of water tomorrow. But yeah, I just have one and fucking the rest of this. So.
All right, here we go.
Who is this?
God damn, that was a very strong way to start.
Yeah, I've been asking him to put the beat on the Beatcast for like, I don't know, it's been like 2 months. And he finally did it. But he's really cool. Like his stuff is really cool. That's his first submission, for sure.
Is he a Canadian guy?
Damn.
And I think his girlfriend made the art, which is really dope as well.
What was his name?
Sinevi, I think it's
Signed, yeah, Sinevi.
Where's he from?
Yeah, in Austria.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. You did your thing on that shit.
That shit was solid, man.
Hey, we really enjoy it. Send us a full pronunciation, and you get your name pronounced correctly.
Yeah, we won't fuck it up.
It's gonna get butchered the first time around and whatnot, but we appreciate and welcome you into the Beat Hawk community. So yeah, jump down.
All right, next, here we go. Phil Spector.
This is so on brand and shit. Like whenever I hear Phil shit, I just imagine him like with a cheese, with one hand and shit, and just
look. I got 10 niggas with me, all body catchers. That's 10 straps and Air Max 97s. You know why we legends? No, extra street shit. They watch me stretch. I put the microwave on 90 seconds. The day my brother died, like 9/11, I missed him. He smoked a big one when he took that backseat ride to heaven. She see my watch, but I don't got a second. This wrist got us extras. It's in the pot doing calisthenics. They talk tough talk, but they don't want no issues. All they talk is gunplay, but they don't own no pistols. Sat down at a meeting, Montego on the menu, red laser on the nickel, turn a hater to a Hindu. If you used to being broke, then this paper gonna offend you, man. Niggas either dick riding or they pay for their credentials. I was young, the plug told me just be patient. I'ma hit you, shit slow, work with me, just take what I could give you. I took that, double back, it got greater, I continue. Cause my loyalty is good as any favor I could lend you. You can hate, but I'm official. I don't break it cause I ain't brittle. That's real G shit. If you a gangster, I commend you. Cocaine jumping out the pot, rubber bands and weight. Dope fiends walking up the block, rubber bands and weight. 6 a.m. but I ain't closing shop. My other plans could wait. 10 a nigga, yeah, you know my block. At 20 grand a day. Cocaine jumping out the pot, rubber bands and weight. Dope fiends walking up the block, rubber bands and weight. 6 a.m. but I ain't closing shop. My other plans could wait. 10 a nigga, yeah, you know my block. At 20 grand a day.
God damn.
Killed it.
Oh boy.
That
was a dope. Like he picked the perfect song to like remix and shit. Rubber Bands Away is dope. That whole fucking Tana Talk album is dope. I used to play that shit while I played fucking Forza Horizon 4. I would just listen to that. Just the most gangster shit ever, just racing cars like a loser. That shit is dope. Congratulations, sir. That was fucking amazing.
The video, however, needed some movement, right?
Nah, anybody else, they can fucking have no movement.
Maybe there was movement when I blinked or something, but I didn't see it.
Maybe if they had a Canadian flag getting burned or something.
Oh my God. Fucking look at RTC advocating for hate crimes. Come on, man. Goddamn.
Here we go. This dude right here.
Hey, what's up?
Mr. Watson.
I'm looking to take me out, have fun, movie, bowling, food.
That's very, very like late 90s, 2000s.
Pulling up. Where the fuck he going? Oh, hell no. He's showing off. I like the drums in there. I like the feel. Like it's that one. Yeah. You should go ahead and keep that beat thing up, man. You know, keep doing that shit there.
I appreciate that. I think I'll give it a shot.
I love those drums, especially that snare. I love what you did with that.
Thank
And
you.
then the bonus beat that was a nice because I didn't hear the bonus beat when I heard it.
I was trying to do
right there in that switch up.
Fucking, I had a funny feeling too. I was gonna talk shit if it happened. I I tried to do like some contrasting shit. That's what I was going for with that. But
No, that was dope. I like that one.
appreciate it. Was there enough movement in the video, Ellen? Was that good?
Just, I wanted to say, yeah, it's a perfect amount, not too much.
Thank you.
Here we go. Press rewind.
That fucking guy, man. That dude does not miss. Shout out to him.
Yeah, that shit was real good shit, man. Like, and I love his energy and shit whenever he's stepping in and whatnot.
Yeah,
good energy and stuff for the community. So that's real dope.
I'm excited for this next one. This is someone we haven't heard from in a while, but we know he's been busy. He's our favorite little brother.
Hey, it's the University Man.
Music by Leo. Yes, sir.
That was an experience.
I feel like he was talking about that in Discord about that. Is that? I feel like
it might have been. It might have been what he was saying. I didn't.
Stupid question. What is that interface?
So,
what is that?
RTC, you can take it.
I didn't understand. Is that something he programmed, or is that? Do you know, Delvon?
It looks a lot, and I could be wrong. It looks a lot. There's this website that you can go to. I don't know if that's the same one. It looks similar to it, but there is a website that you can go to. Can't think of the name of it. But basically, you can put a sample in it.
Face?
I'm sorry?
Nothing. I take
it cut out. I did not hear what you said at all. But yeah, there's like a website. You throw a sample in, you put the parameters in of like where you want to chop it or whatever, and then the bottom part is the step sequencer. The top part of it is like the fucking sequencer for, the different tracks or whatever. And then you have different parameters that you can change. So you can like do it on the fly. Again, if that's some shit he made and I'm fucking saying it completely wrong, my bad. It just looks identical to a different website that I know of.
Yeah, it looks like that shit. That's what I was
Seems
thinking.
like it's perfect for Leo though, for what he does.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked that question, because otherwise I thought if I would ask it and you all know it and you would just roll eyes at me.
Nah,
No.
not at
You know
all.
what the fuck that is? Jesus.
No
Nah,
questions.
there's a bunch of the random shit that they show on here that like some of it's still. I've used Koala fucking unlimited amount of times, and I still don't know how the plug-in part of it works. I could not, and everybody can call me an idiot. I don't care. I don't fucking get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it.
You're an idiot.
I'm cool with that. That's fine.
No. So next up, what's on? Damn.
First, that was dope. Number two, back to stupid question time. How long does the battery on that shit last? Like, if anyone in the fucking comments or whatever can answer that for me, how long does the battery on that shit go?
I've seen it last
I used
for
to,
a long time.
yeah, because I was using it when I would watch football on Sundays, and like it would last pretty much the whole damn day.
No shit.
Yeah, it's got a long battery life. And I mean, I wasn't pushing it with crazy shit going on, processing going on. So, it may be different if you're running a bunch more of the internal plugins, but no, it lasts a long time.
And then does that thing allow outside plugins, or is it just like machine MPC? Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's like the same thing. It's got to be like within its fucking Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure because it's got the they got a lot of their keyboard plugins like the pretty CPU intensive. So I'm sure that has a bigger effect on the battery life too. That's fair. But when I was using it, I was just using basic sample chopping and stuff like that. I wasn't really using any of the plugins or anything.
And then what made you stop doing that, especially with you being an older MPC user? What made you stop using that and go to machine
and when
as opposed? Older. I like how everything I say is fucking taken as disrespect. Every time I say some shit, it's just me being an asshole.
No, I loved it. Like it's obviously the operating system is a totally different animal, but I loved it. Like I'm upset I sold it. I still wish I had it so I could use in those situations where I'm just sitting in the living room or something like that. Like,
see, that's the reason I want the Roland, because
here's the thing. It's the awesome thing about it, it's got the speaker, and the speaker sounds really damn good. Like with the Roland, I hate using headphones. Like I hate making beats on headphones. Like that's why I can't sit and use the Roland, the 303, the 404 remotely, because I'll have to sit there on headphones for 2-3 hours or however long it takes, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, with the MPC, it was perfect.
No, but my question was like, what made you choose machine over it with you being a prior MPC user? Like, why did you do that? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Well, before the lives were out, I was using machine. Obviously, the old school, I was using the 2000 and 2000 XL, and then I stopped doing beats. And then when I got back into it again after my hiatus, I did machine. And it was just the fact that I got used to the machine workflow. Okay, fair. And then going back to MPC, it's like, fuck, I got to relearn what I'm doing. Even now, because I got the 2000 XL again.
I think it's a little different than that. Just because, like, speaking from an MPC person, I went from 2500 to the machine. It was kind of a lateral move because we had already started using software to the DAWs and everything. So it was kind of a lateral move to move into that space of using MIDI, because I was using MIDI already for a lot of sounds and everything in my DAW. So to move to machine where everything was just like right there, it just was just a matter of learning everything and stuff. And for the MP, you're taking a step back because there's no interface now.
That's fair.
you went into the interface space. So like, you know, I don't want to look at a screen and chop too much unless I have to.
That's fair. I know like a lot of the one of the big things that I saw a lot of people doing, and this is obviously me not being an MPC user, but one of the compliments that I kept seeing pop up with it was people that had been using a 2000 or an XL or a 3000, you know, they were talking about how like the transition to the Renaissance was popping for a little bit. Now you've got like the, you know, the studio or whatever the fuck it's called. All of those, a lot of people were saying it was easy for them to transition to because they already knew MPC, but it was just like taking that and putting it on a screen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know if it would be the same way for you guys or if like the transition was so different where you were just like, fuck this, I already know something new. I'll just stick with that.
No, it's just a different way of doing it.
Okay,
I got into the space where like I could see, I had my folder with everything up in it. I had my waves, I had all that stuff set up, and then I also had my DAW interface. So like it was just I learned all this to go back to using that. It just didn't make sense. I think it's kind of like, I mean, and I applaud anybody for making whatever they make on whatever they make, because I mean that's what the whole thing is about.
Right.
You know, but for me, sticking with the machine has been because I'm really thinking of going teenage engineering. So I'm thinking of getting the OP and then pivoting to the all the other new machines. But this shit's just such a big ticket. But
yeah.
But that's the part of the commitment. Is like, okay, I'll commit to that whole system, that ecosystem.
Now, but man, fucking look. All right, so one thing that I was going to add on to the MPC shit, if I remember when the 4000 came out, it had an output to where you could hook a monitor up to it, if I'm not mistaken. So you had, like, you obviously had the screen that was on the thing, and it might have just outputted it to a fucking, like, VGA monitor. But if I'm not mistaken, you were able to do that shit, so you had, like, a fucking screen in front of you that you could see. But as far as that OP, man, the OP1, I think that's the one where it looks like a fucking keyboard. But like it looks like a fucking Macintosh keyboard. Why the fuck does that thing cost that much? And no one has been able to fucking answer that yet.
It's completely the Apple effect, man. Like it's like I've played on it a little bit. Only person I know that like I consistently would like talk to that has it is Fuji has one. Mm-hmm. And of course, Fuji's too busy being an adult to make beats and stuff.
Right.
I think it's another one of those things though that I don't. Are you going to make a whole project on an open?
That's so I've seen 404. So I've seen people do a lot of shit with it. I know that it's powerful. I know that it has like a lot of features and shit.
And it's probably fun.
Yes, but fucking, if I'm not mistaken, is that thing not like $1,100 to start?
I think it's
11.
It's like 13 or some shit like that. It's a lot of fucking money.
The new one is like 13, and then the old one is like $9.99 or something like
that.
Dog, like,
no, like, look, I know that. So I got the Machine Plus. When I bought it, I think I spent like $1,400 on it. This shit is hardware, right? Mm-hmm. Like I could fucking use it by itself. I never do that. I use it only in controller mode. But it came with, you know, Machine 2. You know what I'm saying? Like it came with it's got like a fresh
bang for your buck.
Yes. Like what the fuck? Why does that thing cost that much? I don't understand.
And see that's another piece of the curiosity with it is like I really want to play with it. I want to play with that more than I want to play with the 404 because of that. Like that whole idea of it's a new place. It's a new because you're gonna get a new sound, whatever machine you're working on. Your sound is just gonna pivot.
So what sounds it gonna give you? What you're gonna do?
Right. Where can I go with this? Because also too, even though you know as small as it is, it's really powerful. So you're able to like you know you got a drum machine and you got keys and you got sequencing all in the same small little interface. And even to flip it out, you can spend another $200 and get like 4 of the pocket machines, the pocket wizards.
Yeah, and the shit and
chain those up to it, and you got a whole different situation going on.
But
so if you think about the price point, maybe it's not so bad.
And
No,
Kendrick-
but like,
Kendrick says they're selling a table for $1,000. Does he mean like a studio desk?
No,
I did see
yeah. They have a they have a studio desk. They
It's
have
a dope
their whole
studio desk.
ecosystem. Yeah, their whole ecosystem is like it really is Apple shit for us. Like it's real fucking dope.
It's
I
like
saw that they just released a handheld like portable recorder, and I think that like is
That
like
shit was
insane.
like-
and like people were clowning. They're like, I got my Zoom recorder with like 4 fucking inputs on it for like $250, and I got one too. And it's like, why are you gonna pay?
That was the first thing I put on that. I commented, and you're gonna have to give up a kidney and some other shit.
it's like that. It's like that shit where Apple sells the fucking the monitor mount, and if I'm not mistaken, it's like $400 fucking just for a mount. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But like the argument, and I know we'll get back to Beats. I'm sorry, but the fucking argument of something being powerful nowadays is like it's not a good argument, and this is why. Fucking Koala exists. You could have a goddamn Obama phone with Koala on it, and you could fucking sample for 25 minutes or an hour, fucking however long it lets you. My point is, if you have like the storage space or whatever it is, the plugins all work, they run. You can fucking make entire tracks or even an album on this shit, and it can sample as much as you want, more than you would ever fucking need. You know what I'm saying? So the argument of like, oh, well, it's powerful. All right, cool. But that only goes so far. Like, as long as the shit's able to run the effects that are built into it or whatever, then I really don't see that being like a viable argument. I don't know.
I mean, I think partly, I mean, okay, it's not in reality because, you know, it all ends up being what you contribute to it is you're going to get out of it.
Right.
You know, I mean, but it's not as black and white as we would like just on that, because what you're saying makes total sense. It makes complete sense. It's reality. It's like you got a stove and you got pots. What's the difference between, you know, like you can cook, you can still cook.
Right.
I think that
Delvon just
it's
wants
the
to hate on
aesthetic.
your dream, man.
It's just the aesthetic.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just what?
You want to hate on his dream, man.
No, I don't. Because they're super interesting to me. When they first came out, I was watching videos on them constantly because I thought that the idea of this fucking thing that is the size of a fucking Apple keyboard, right? Like, if you think about it, that shit is not too much bigger than a phone. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. And it's super. It's a keyboard. It's got a bunch of fucking features. The sound processing in that thing is dope as shit. Like, I like the way anybody that I've heard make something on it, it sounds dope. Like, I really enjoy what I've heard from it. My argument, and I get what he's saying, like, it's the Apple effect. You basically paying for the fucking marketing of it. Cool. Why the fuck does that thing cost that much? When in reality, because it can. All right, cool. Fair enough.
It's because it can, and people are buying. Lots of people are buying it
because my Samsung Note. Well, my Samsung Galaxy, the 21 or whatever the hell, was $700, but the next phone up, immediate next phone up, was $1,700.
Yeah, well, you fucked up because you got an Android, but you're a stereotype, so that's, you know, it is what it is. We can move on. It's all good.
Bacon
all right,
hater.
next up,
the bacon hater.
B. Smith Fedor.
I like what you did there. B. Smith, I like that shit.
Love the drum programming.
I don't know. That was like wholesome. That was like a little weird at the same time. Like he just went to some like park and was like, "Hey guys, can I take you guys climbing?"
I do not co-sign anything that Bree is saying right now. You have fun, you do what you need to, and when Chris Hansen shows up, you explain to him what you were there for. He's not going to take it wrong. Don't listen to him.
The reason at Chuck E. Cheese, you have to have a kid with you. We're just fucking with you, man.
Y'all are fucking awful.
It's because we love you, man. So yeah, that was dope. I love the drum programming you did on that.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That was
Those
really
rolls
dope.
and shit. And how they matched the chop was dope.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Busy living. Get busy die. I will kill you.
Damn.
Damn.
God damn. That shit was super strong.
Came in pretty good there.
And you know, fucking to the like we're talking about hardware and shit. I don't know.
That one now?
No, Jesus Christ. I was saying that I don't know if it's maybe just the way that he EQs or like how he does it or if he just does it in that, but I fucking love the sound that comes from that thing. Like
it punches.
Yes, it's super fucking punchy. But that's some shit where the price of that, I understand the fucking price of that machine because I've seen people. It's not even just that. I've seen people make fucking video game music with that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I see it as something that is multifaceted. You could use that shit to make music. You could use that shit to like make hip hop or fucking, you know, video game music. You have options with it. That's what I was saying about the OP1. Like it fucking costs so much money, and it's just like this is gonna sound fucked up. It's just like a glorified koala.
That's I don't want to. Yeah.
That's cool. And Dr. J and Dr. Dre's an engineer. Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
That was such a hot take that I had to like think about that one for a second. Like, I mean, even though for whole intents and purposes, I see where you're coming from with it. I can get it and stuff, but I give it a little bit more juice than the Koala comparison. But
no, that's fair.
I'll say like $400. You can have monitors, a unit, and all of that stuff, and microphones. You can really just have your whole setup for $400 or $500. It won't be the greatest quality shit, but it'll get you in the door.
It'll get you somewhere.
I think Phil Spector just answered it. He goes, the OP1, you could really make the synth sound from Radiohead, Tom York projects. I think it's because Radiohead is so overhyped that everyone wants the OP1.
Jesus, but I'm the fucking one with the hot takes. Okay.
That was you just threw that one really in everybody's lap, like yo.
Jesus Christ.
Hate on Radiohead of all groups and shit. Like
no, but I see where you're coming from with what you were saying about it. I'm simply stating that like a lot of the shit that we talk about as far as pieces of equipment, it makes sense for what it is. Like I understand why the price of some shit is what it is. When I see the fucking S2400, I understand why it costs that much. I've been following that dude before that thing went into production. I followed him years before that thing went into production. I understood what he was trying to achieve with it. So it makes sense. Like
plus with the comparisons, if you want to buy an actual SP, you know, this is a bar.
Yes. Like it's fucking nothing compared to like what you would pay. But you have I think I'm pronouncing this right or wrong, fucking Rosium. You know how they have like the newer version of the SP1200. It's like fucking black and red or whatever. That thing makes sense because it's got like double the sampling time, if I'm not mistaken. It fucking makes sense. It's one of the most desired pieces of machine that you can get. You know what I mean? Like fucking everybody wants one. Like, I'm thinking about getting rid of my kids to fucking buy one. But the point is with that shit, like, all of it makes sense. I don't understand the OP1 as far as the price goes. It's as simple as that. Like, functionality and shit, it's dope. It's cool. I've seen it. I'm telling you, I fucking like it for what it is. The price of it, I don't get. It would be like if someone had a MIDI fighter, and you're off the wall. If someone had a fucking MIDI fighter that was like $800 or $900, I would look at you like you were an idiot. I'd be like, yo, this shit is a fucking, it's arcade buttons on a box with 16 switches and a USB plug. Why the fuck does it cost that much? It's basically the same thing. That's my argument with the OP1. It's simply that.
Is it because it's like kind of like an art piece, maybe because it's a little more
boom? So when you burn your fucking sage and you sit crisscross applesauce in your goddamn Vine videos or fucking sound like an old man and shit, when you recording your reels and you got fucking smoke in the background and you're acting like you're the most peaceful fucking person on earth, you can use your OP1. We just found the science of it. Thank everybody for making me understand this shit. I get it now. We can move on.
Here we go. Hell yeah.
Another dude where like anytime he puts something out, I fucking love the sound of it. Like just the fucking the way that he makes it sound. I love that shit. That was a dope ass beat.
Positivity. Look at that. Positivity from Mr. Watson.
He can be positive.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He made some bacon there when you turned off his
He got under the table. He had a piece.
Just a lap full of bacon.
He's got the George Foreman grill.
Bits. Just fucking shaking them and eating them like Skittles and shit.
So that's when you hear a shaker in his songs, it's just
that's what it is. It's just fucking bacon bits. Apparently, I'm the bacon king, the baconator.
All right, here we go. Scalezi.
My nemesis is my real mother. I guess you were always scared. Weren't you? That I'd be.
Hey, Scalezi is also a character. I watched the guy.
Like my real mother. I've explained all the tone it down, frankly to yourself. Love me in shape. I suppose was the plan. Well, I tried. Thing is, I'm not sweet. I never was. Born bad. And a little bit mad. I'm not like her. I'm better. Anyway, mustache. Much to avenge, revenge, and destroy.
Straight up serial killer music right there.
Yeah, and the video too. That's what Al was seeing before, like the whole shit with his boy happened. Yeah.
Awesome. Up next, Studio Cannon. Dope right there.
Who was that?
Studio Cannon right there. Delvon wants to go make some more bacon.
Bacon run. He did a bacon run.
All right. Up next, we got, I think it's, who is this? Sorry, I got a Arcanist Beats right here.
Hey, this is dope. Yeah.
One smooth. Dope. Arcanist, is that was that his first one there? I feel like he submitted last time.
Yeah, he's been in.
Okay. That was dope. I like that. Nice and smooth. Love that one.
Yeah, that was dope shit. That's a creative vibe.
Yes, sir. Up next, this is Nasty Nate the Great right here.
I like that shit.
I mean,
Dope.
we do encourage good visuals, but he didn't need to set the full house on fire. That was
It took me a minute towards the end there to realize, oh, that's him playing. Like I didn't realize that was him playing there on in the background with NPC.
I didn't even see.
My old ass eyes. Since
Yeah,
Delvon
my
thinks
old
I'm old as fuck. All right, here we go. Gelso.
That shit was dope. Good
Yeah.
shit. Good work, Delts.
That was like a song. That
Mhm.
shit was very solid right there.
Dope.
All right, sorry. juggling things back here. Let me all right, who we got here? This probably gonna be butchering what's going on here. By Being Beat, I believe, or Baby Being Beat. Here we go.
Hey, look, wait, hold on, wait, let me jump on my back. You niggas is copy and paste, that's sad. Go get some money, go get some back. New bitch, I'm feeling my buy her back. Niggas don't know me, don't speak for my name. Show my hair, your first and your last. I do this for money, don't do it for fame. You see me in public, I'm wrong, I'm a blast. She been it over, you know I'm a nail. Buddy got stolies and weapons for sale. Me, you want money, got methods for sale. Know if I punch it, it's shipping and sell. I got some homies that won't get a bell. I send them money through letters and mail. Hope I get rich so I don't go to hell. Hope I get rich so I don't go to hell. Why do these niggas want to hop on my wave? I get these niggas damn shit that they started. Y'all doing shit that's before y'all age. Shit out J Hood, he the one that started. Do all day, I feel like a slave. Mom in the crib, that's
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
See, now
I want that beat to come back.
Yeah, I feel bad for Al now because I'm butchering all these names. And we always give him so much shit about it. But that was dope.
That was real dope, man. Is that like the Jersey Club style shit? Right? Is that
It just sound like fucking Ice Spice, the male version to me. The beat was dope, but I'm gonna
male version.
Yeah, of Ice Spice, yes, sir.
I've never heard Ice Spice.
You're a fucking liar. This dude was banging this shit before we got on the stream.
I actually heard it for the first time. First time today, I heard Ice Spice. My girl, like, she plugged her phone. We were driving. She plugged her phone into my car to charge it, and it picked up on her playlist. Like,
what song specifically did you hear, sir?
No fucking idea.
He said juicy undertones. I don't know.
Fucking, you thought I was feeling
someone.
you.
It was featuring someone. I don't know. All right, next up, this is Lap Moon Music. Lap Moon Music, right?
That shit was dope.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I feel like a radio DJ. Lap Moon Music
on WKPPG.
So I texted my girl to ask her the name of that song.
It's like it's always a gamble when you do that, when you let them touch the radio.
well, because I got weird. I was like, I know this ain't on my playlist.
Yeah, you know what's even crazier, Bree? When you let them vote. You know what I'm saying? That's this fucking guy. Like, hey, you know what's even more insane than that? Them having rights. You know what I mean? Am I right?
Shoes.
Fucking Bree is just such a piece of shit. Everybody, you know what? DM him and let him know what your thoughts are about what he just said. Thank you very much.
Shoes.
King Guppy. Played the Hawk too early on that one.
God damn, sir. That is probably my favorite one I've heard so far.
Mm-hmm. I think that was my favorite from King Duppy. Like what he did with that one.
Yeah, that shit was super dope.
That shit was real flagrant.
Flagrant. Pre-drift music.
I'm already loving the cinematography.
Nice one.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, I like what he's been doing.
The guy from Vancouver.
Yeah, and the sound quality too. I've noticed on his videos, his submissions is getting better too. Really like that one. And it looks like he was. What's that?
But the name, I think you were getting to that. What was the name of what he was using?
Oh, so yeah, I want to see how much shit you want to talk about the Korgalef tribe. That's what that one looked like. Oh shit, my bad.
No, I wasn't talking shit. I was genuinely asking because it looks a lot like what's the fucking name? I think you recently got one. It looks very similar to that shit that you bought.
The 707, the Roland.
Not the Roland. It's like a newer piece. It's like a newer branch of equipment. Like they fucking
the Lo-Fi 12.
Yes, it kind of looks like that.
No, I think that was the Korgalef tribe because I feel like I was looking at his Instagram. I think I saw him using it. That's what it looked like too, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. And my girl said Princess Diana was the name of the song. Why are you shaking your head?
The fuck does it even matter? It's all the same. It's all the same.
All right, next up, this guy right here.
Hell yeah, all this pseudo movement. Oh, I look forward to it.
I didn't want to have any copyright infringement this time.
It'd be funny if it was a face wig. You make some really like good smooth shit.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man.
Oh, and it was crispy as fuck too. That was solid.
I wasn't.
That's
I
your
struggled so much with that one too.
And that's like your lane to me. Is like you do that shit really well, like the smooth shit.
Appreciate that, sir.
That's, you know what? Just what Bree said. Don't ever escape doing that. Only do that from now on for the rest of your life forever. You're not allowed to do anything else. That shit was solid.
You know what's funny? I've actually been getting really bored with the shit I'm doing. Like that's why I don't know if you notice I post on Discord about doing getting into sync licensing and music for sync and stuff like that, because it's getting me to work on different styles of music and different stuff like that.
You know what? Then I will recant my Ice Spice statement, because you'll be the next person to make some shit for her. So that is my bad. I will take back anything negative.
Like real ironic as hell. It's like,
yeah, I got this track with Ice Spice.
You thought I was feeling you?
Next up, this is Mr. Sticky Hands.
This dude is dope, man.
Holy shit.
You sick for this one.
Killed that one, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
And he used the vocal snippets from Get Busy. Oh, that shit was man, that shit was excellent. Black Thought's probably Black Thought and Elzai are tied for number one for my favorite rappers ever. So yeah.
Ninth Wonder, favorite producer.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Ninth Wonder, favorite producer.
Not my favorite. No, my favorite producer. Man, I'd have to think about it, but I'd probably say Q-Tip.
All right.
I
could see that.
I can
see that. Because
what era? What's your favorite Q-Tip project?
You can't. You listen to his sound. His sound is like completely Love Movement.
I fucking love Movement. We've had this conversation before. I fucking love that album.
That's his sound. His sound is like very reminiscent in that, like everything Q-Tip did in that era.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, I love
even
it.
with like Dilla and influenced.
Dude,
That
Beats,
sound-
Rhymes, and Life and the Love Movement are my favorite Tribe albums, and I know they're not their best, but those are my favorite right there.
No, that's fair. I think I've said this before. The sound on Love Movement, like the way the production sounds on that album, I don't know how to explain it. It's fucking incredible. It's super fucking like raw, but it's like got a lot of appeal, so you could like play it in public and shit, not scare people away.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to explain it. That album has always had this fucking sound to it that I can't describe, but it's incredible. It sounds amazing on speakers. Like, I love that shit. But no, Ninth is what got me into producing. Ninth is one of my favorite producers. I would have to like think of a list. I could probably do it quickly, but no, Black Thoughts and Elzai are like tied for number one to me. I fucking love everything that they put out.
And next episode, we got Elzai.
I would, oh my god, I would fan bitch out so hard. Oh my god.
That's why we won't allow you to be on.
Nah, that dude, he responded to some shit that I posted the other day where I said he was one of the best, and he was like, yo, man, good looking out. Thank you. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, I've had a couple of shit. Like, I've had a couple of things. You know what? I try not to be a hoe like that. I've had like a couple of people follow me or like shit that I've put out and respond to it. And I definitely appreciate it, but I try not to fucking do that.
After he talks to him.
Oh my god!
Oh man. Nah, if like fucking Q-Tip ever got on here, I don't know if y'all ever heard Questlove talk about his story with him, but Questlove said that he no longer. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You tell about it.
He was talking about how he no longer fangirls out over people because when he met Q-Tip back in the 90s, I guess he freaked the fuck out and would not stop asking him questions, and he thinks that he like scared him away and shit. So he was saying that ever since then, because of Q-Tip, he no longer does that with people. Like, he tries to contain himself.
I got the funniest story for someone fanboying out on someone. So we did the show with Knock and Mike Devious at the Marquee. It was with Dilated, and Devious went up to Evidence and was just like, "Oh man, just dope!" Like, and you don't know Devious, but he's like a just outspoken, like in your face dude, and like you just look at Evidence, just like who the fuck is
yeah, who the fuck is this guy? The only experience that I've had two that like I would kind of rank like that. I was at fucking Fat Burger in goddamn Las Vegas, and it was me and a group of people with my cousin, and fucking Merce walked in, and I lost my shit. I'm a huge Merce fan. I was like, "Oh my god, it's fucking Merce!" And he came right up, and he goes, "What up, y'all? How you doing?" And he just like had a random conversation with us. It made no sense. I don't know how the fuck it happened. I lost my shit.
He's notorious for that. Like he used to live in Tucson.
Yeah.
He used to come up to Phoenix. So we were pulling up to a show at the Celebrity Theater, and like, guess who we pull up on walking through the parking lot? Merce.
He's just a normal dude. Like he doesn't fucking let that. And then the one time when I used to work on campus, fucking KRS-One walked out of the hotel, and I had like a conversation with him, and it was the funniest shit. The girl that was doing valet, he walked up, and I was like, "Yo, do you know who this is?" She was like, "I have no idea at all." And I could not stop laughing. He's like, "Man, that ain't for her to know. It's all good." So I had like a 5-minute conversation with him, another dude that was just like a normal, regular human being. Like you should not be able to just interact with these people, but he's fucking cool.
Yeah, most of them, that's all they really like. They want is somebody to like
Be
treat
normal
them normal, talk to them
Yeah.
normal, just interact with them. Like downtown,
It's like when people come up to me in public and they're like fanboying out on me. It's like, dude, just chill the fuck out, man.
He's like,
has that really happened? Like, I'm not even talking shit. Has that really happened?
No, hell no.
No, but you've like been involved with shit, so I didn't know like if maybe that happened on like a smaller scale.
No, but when we were doing shit, we were always among our peers and shit like that. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
No, I've
no one
seen
outside the circle gives a fuck about me, you know.
That I just like you've had involvement with shit, so I didn't know like if, like I said, like even on a smaller scale, like if you do a show, for example, or like if you were with the crew that's done a show where you've had someone come up and be like, "Yo, I love your shit."
We've gotten that like when we've opened for people and stuff like that, and they they come up to us and stuff like that. It's cool. It's humbling as hell too. It's
dope.
Actually like our shit, you know.
It's just like when you see these fucking celebrities and shit, or artists that have been doing things for forever, and they're just like normal people to interact with. Like Regina King, I met her at that same job. She was just a fucking human being. She was one of the coolest people ever. She just came up and had a conversation. She was with her family. She wasn't walking with a bunch of security and shit. She was just there. And
that's
just existing on her own. It was dope.
It's to be normal. That's all they want us to be normal. You know?
I don't know, man. It's just like when you see people that are at a certain scale, like a lot of times they change, or they got like a gang of people that are around them. You know what I mean? But some of them are just fucking normal, like Casey and JoJo. They were some normal ass people. But Genuine was a little bit different. I've had like interactions with certain fucking celebrities or whatever, but I don't know, man.
I've been standing there when like somebody fanned out on the person I was with, like, or in the like the couple of like people that we were with, like 3-4 people, and it is interesting to like because you got to stand to the side, and it's like
how was it for you? Like how did you feel about that shit?
I mean, it's cool to see your peer like that, It's cool to see a family member like that. Like it's cool to see them like getting support and attention. They're like they have an audience. They have people that are like out there, and it validates them as an artist too, that they're out there and that their music is touching people, and or their performance or sports and shit. So standing there and just watching them like, can I get a picture with you? Can you take a picture with my kid? Or that's this shit. It's like, that's cool, man. It's like, yeah, I'll take the camera, man.
And then you got the people who don't want to talk to anyone.
That was my next question, fast. Have y'all ever seen the opposite of it happen, where it was like, yo, dude, I'm a fan. Yo, get the fuck away from me, peasant. Like, have you ever seen shit like that?
Kanye. Yeah. So
holy shit.
That show with Evidence, it was we opened it was Evidence, or it was Dilated in the Kanye. It was before his album even dropped, and he came in like just surrounded by people, not like we couldn't be backstage anymore when he was there, that sort of thing. And it was that was like from the beginning, like I was always put off by Kanye.
I've always heard that he was just like that, even from like before he was known. Though that he's just that dude.
It's a couple of other people that's like that though too. That like they'll clear the backstage area.
Yeah. The Roots were like that, but they were when the Roots were performing, we couldn't be backstage.
Yeah, it's a lot
why,
of them.
Why is that? Like, was there a reason, or was it like
a vibe thing? But they were cool as hell before the show. Like we were in the back, like behind the marquee, like hanging with them. But like once they were performing, we couldn't be back there.
Yeah,
that is very interesting. He's a dude like Questlove. I would have. It would be like meeting Q-Tip. Like I would have 1,000 different questions of different shit because I'm so much of a fan that like I would just have. I don't know.
If he had a minute, he'd give it to you.
That's the thing. He seems like a fucking another person where like he's way bigger and has. You shouldn't have access to him. Is basically my point. Like you should not be able to have access to him.
All right, let's get on to some beats here. So even though he's dead to us, we'll still go ahead and play his shit.
This shit came out really dope.
Did you ghost produce this since you were there?
I was in the room. I was Dr. Dre.
You were just amused.
You said I was just
stand in the corner.
That was really dope.
Yeah, I like what he did there. So how much of it did you produce?
Yeah.
I just supported him in what he was doing.
Oh, very, very Dre answer. I'm surprised that it didn't fucking say Bree at the top instead of LL. That's very. You know what? You must have heard a whole lot of the criticism that's been happening, and you just wanted to give back to the community. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I'm being supportive.
Good job. Al. That was dope. So this is U tapes, I believe. Lou tapes.
That was dope. You know you can't say that no more.
What?
On the undercover cop. Can't say that line. It's bleeped out of every song. That's a dope beat.
Yeah, I like that switch up at the end too.
Yeah,
that's one of my that is one of the only ones that I actually heard. That's one of my favorites.
Bingo, bango.
All right, next up, Or what were you saying though that you can't say anymore?
That line in the song is 187 on the undercover top.
Oh, gotcha. All right, here we go, Mr. Zilla Beats.
This dude for that show his ass.
Run it, Zilla Beats! Run it! From the moment I first heard you, I felt my heart stop, my body was numb. Couldn't even hear my own thoughts, I was hooked. Patiently waiting on that first moment to build up my nervous courage while trying not to blow when I lined up my shot. Took a deep breath and pulled the trigger, saying everything under the sun just to get up. Undivided attention was what I was getting, but people must have heard my SOS cause I had a tripping and she had me too. Acting a fool on the first day, fumbling the words I couldn't remember her first name. Butterflies are flying, how my palms were all sweaty. She didn't give a damn about that cause she knew I was ready to give her my all. I did without quarrel or hesitation. Lost at this moment, love and lust for hormones raging. Dear God, don't let this be a mirage. It will break this heart. You be Bonnie, baby. I'll be caught to let through his part. Bonnie, baby, y'all been caught to let through his part. Yeah.
Fucking A. Did it again, man.
That shit
Zilla.
was dope.
I wouldn't be surprised if he played sitar on that. The sitar on that too. It's so dope.
And that car is dope as fuck. I used to have one. I've had a couple, but yeah, that shit.
That was Zilla riding around right there.
And the fuck, I can't remember the name of that specific car because that's the Toyota version of no. So
that's the it started with a C, right?
Well, is it the Century? No, that's not the Century. The Century is that fucking that other one.
The Century is a big flagship one too, right?
Yeah, that's the one that they only make over there, and it like has fucking. What is it?
Crown.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
So you guys lost. I don't know shit about cars, man.
Oh yeah, that's the one that they don't. Yeah, that's the one that has the Toyota badges. That's the one for over there. If you notice, it was right-hand drive and all that. And then in the States, we get Lexus. They don't have Lexus over there.
Sorry, I'm just getting these videos up. Okay, next, New Rudist.
Man, that is exactly like some shit that NBA YoungBoy would eat a bag of chips with the wrapper still on it too. just not even taking the fucking thing, it's just chewing through it. But yeah, that shit was way fucking. When I first heard it, I was like, God damn, why is this so aggressive? It caught me off guard. It was dope. Shout out to my guy.
Yeah. Video matched the beat too.
Yeah, real.
Here we go. This dude right here. So let's see what he ended up doing. That was like some groovy serial killer music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but we can tell that you spend more time making Owl's beat. Like we all thought it. We all thought about it.
Hey, Dre, save yourself some, Dre. Come on. You gotta fucking, detox yourself. Come on, man. What you doing?
Yeah,
Sure, you were that kid. I'm sure you were that kid that used to like do everyone else's homework, and then didn't have time for yourself.
Didn't have
This motherfucker fell asleep. He fell asleep before he could finish his. Winning the next day.
Give my best effort.
Next up, All in the Zone.
Man, that's another one that I heard when it came out. That shit's one of my favorite ones. Like, and I know that it's just a loop. I don't give a shit. I fucking love the parts that he picked. I love the way it sounds. I love that shit.
Yeah.
That's just perfect example of letting the sample breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that technique.
I don't apologize. We got the next one coming up, Doze Off. The video isn't playing, so we apologize at that. For some reason, it's just not playing on here. It says there's no audio in it, so we'll try. If you want to resubmit, we'll try to get that played either at the end of the show or try to get it on for next week's episode. So I apologize for that.
So I just want everyone to know, RTC does this thing before the show starts where he picks a random one to delete. And unfortunately, sir, you just happen to meet that criteria. So
is this what happens to the person running the show? Is just everyone just shits on him? Now I know why Al's like, I'm not doing this no more, man.
I want to fucking be a part of this no more.
Dude, God, man, I'm gonna go cry in my pillow tonight. Jesus. All right.
Just cry in your beard. Just fold it over your face and just
I hide behind my beard. That's my safety net right there.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm hiding behind my beard.
I am upset.
All right. Soft Cannibal.
Fingers and toes.
2 hours in and it's already a long day. New power needed acquired through the drug trade. Flower powder pill if you're fucking amoxicillin. Toxins, chilling, reinforcements for the clap raid. Anything to get you through and get paid. Shit, I'll rip a pull off a can of lemon fresh glade. Numb it all out. Keep your head and don't get played. Co-star saying it's the right time for a lyrical tirade. Words always flying through my brain. Already have more lyrics than I'm different by 2 chains. He was going through a phase, no hate on him. Who knows, what if we have a ton in common? Overanalyze it like a coked up Dennis Rodman. Like wait, maybe we like the same flavor Maruchan ramen. All this thinking's got me feeling like my mind is rotten. Get high, go to sleep, and it will all be forgotten. I gotta quit focusing on the little shit. I do it way more than I'd like to. I don't wanna admit it. Bifurcating, it's always split the thing. Look at the big picture, make sure I'm legit. Got everything constantly blowing up, like the gas in the back of a deep grade food truck. Makes everything well done, cause that's just my luck. At least it's not half baked, but still in flux. Been given completely too many fucks. Can't control everything, and when I can, it still sucks. I'll keep moving through the shadows like Darkwing Duck. Pull up to your house in the defunct aqueduct. Tequila is the choice for slowing down this fast noggin. A remedy prescribed by the famous Mantis Toboggan. The computer always stay logged in, cause I never know when the music will start jogging. We're fogged in, no visibility, can't see my hand in front of my face. Putting together more made up shit than Nancy Grace. Only took a few minutes to case the place. Finally the true release I've been longing to do with praise. I gotta quit focusing on the little shit. I do it way more than I'd like to admit. Radium bifurcating, conceptions always split.
And that's really dope, man. That's really, really dope.
Yeah, I love what he's doing, man.
Man, as soon as I heard that fucking sample, like the the beginning part, I already knew. I was like, this dude's gonna do something crazy with it. I already knew it.
Can't wait to hear it all together because I think is he working on an album with these?
Yeah, he's working on something.
Next up, Messy Goods.
I'm a stranger here, and no one sees me. Except you.
That was hard.
That shit sounded exactly like something fucking Immortal Technique would rap about pyramids, about like fucking quasars and goddamn the fucking ecosystem, the underwater aquatic ecosystems.
How it relate to that dude's intense.
That's a good word for it. No, the beat was dope though. The beat was dope.
That was another. Speaking of people you meet who are actually act pretty cool when you meet them, like Mortal Technique was dope.
I would just, you know what? Since I'm the negative one, I won't be negative right now. I'll just keep it to myself.
I've not met him. He's not.
Oh, go ahead.
I've never met him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's dope. This is AO Quotable Beats. AO Quotable Beats. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that one's not working. Hold on. Damn,
you deleted 2 this time around? That's fucked up, man. Usually you only do the 1. Why'd you do 2?
I don't know why that one's not playing, because I see the thumbnail here. God, always hating.
You know, if you're really real about it, share your screen. Show us. Show the community what's going on.
Hold on, let me close these other tabs up.
Now fucking 2 other beats are just gonna mysteriously disappear.
I already played yours.
In the fucking Immortal Techniques ecosystem.
Sorry about that, man. So that'll definitely though, because I'm seeing it for some reason. It's not playing in here in StreamYard. AO Quotable Beats, but this we'll try to get it played next week, or it's definitely going to make the wrap up episode though. And speaking of, I screwed up the wrap up on the season 8 and season 9. Delvon caught that, and I'm just gonna blame you, Delvon. It was all your fault.
I pointed the shit out.
No, and then I think Al or you pointed out that I wrote the wrong episode on there. I was just told, because it was my first week taking over that stuff too, man.
Both of the episodes. So I'm on YouTube on my goddamn TV. and I see that they both pop up, and it's like very rare that I'll go through them, but I just skim through to make sure that everything worked. And I fucking went to go play them, and I'm like, yo, both of the beats are the exact same, but the order was it was all this shit was the same, but the order was completely different. It was fucking weird. But yeah, so I had to message Al. I was like, yo, something's wrong, and he was like, blame RTC, it's all his fault. And I was like, let him know he fucked up.
Jesus Christ. All right. This is Cakey Cake Pan Pan.
Yeah.
No, this is
This is AO Portable beat.
Yeah.
okay, so maybe this is
Jesus.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus.
I thought that was a Necro music video for a second.
Yeah, that's
Right,
hilarious.
right.
I was thinking the same shit.
So yeah, that one works. So yeah, it must have been another one airing out there, but got that one to work. Sorry about that.
Are y'all like familiar with Tucson? Like,
Other than I just don't like it.
I just meant were you like familiar with the area? That shit sounded like Roger Road music. I don't know if that will make it. I hope fucking Soft Cannibal's watching. He will understand what I mean. That shit.
That must be like Bell Road. Hatcher.
Motherfucking just lots of trailer parks. It just the Mountain Dew consumption in that area has to be like rather high, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe sponsored by Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking like motherfuckers just punching holes in drywall and just putting monster cans inside of it instead. Like the area just smells like dog shit. It's awful. Fucking Roger Road is horrible.
Just dudes with no shirts on riding BMXs around.
That's if they're not fucking stolen, you know what I mean? And like fight in the air when they get on the fucking Suntran, just all type of negative shit. Any stereotype you can think of.
Right there. All right, this is Cakey Cake Pan Pan. Here we go.
Hello, cheese, eggs, white pancake back. Put a little bit of on the pillow when it's on the bubble, flip it over with your spatula. Yeah, that shit look like my breakfast. I gotta remember to flip the motherfucker over after cooking it for 30 seconds. Ladies love me, I got my OJ. Everybody said to do another fast rap to this beat, so I said okay. But I'ma speed it up real fast, cause the whole damn bottle is on. And I challenge you, Buster, Watson, and Twister. Any of you rap kids, follow along, come on. Cook with me now, cook with me now, I'm making pancakes, cook with me now, cook with me now, fresher than a motherfucker. Chris Brown broke up with Rihanna's always looking for another silly idiotic hoe that he can beat up. I wish that he was man enough to get inside the octagon. I'm kicking him in the noggin like I'm Leo the Machida. Front kick to the face, just by me throwing my feet up. Winking at Rihanna, baby, please show us your D-cubs. I'm giving it to the man because you're right to the pan. It's eminent, I'm in the minute, you got the weed to smoke, the weed up. Done. That's done. That cake is
that fucking line. That was awful. That was amazing. Oh, shit. That was great, man. I like that. It's fucking hilarious.
That was the first submission for him, right?
I think so.
I never heard his name before.
Yeah. Keep it up, man. I like that. All right, here we go. This is a veteran right here, not a newbie. Mr. Prop Beats.
Yo, when fucking New World Order happens, Prot's gonna make the soundtrack for that shit. I swear. Like, whenever everything is run by industry and we're just working machines, Prot is gonna be like, he's gonna be in the field, you know, or he's gonna be in the house. We're gonna be in the field
with the beats. With
the
beats going.
All right, we're coming up on our last few here. Next up, we got Pablo Station.
I know what you know. I know what you know. Was it even real or was it even real?
That was ill right there.
That was dope as hell. That was real dope.
Mr. Pablo Station, killing it. Up next, this is Kane I Am.
That was dope.
I Am Kane. I think that was his first time too. We got a lot of new people this week.
That's dope. That's fly.
This is Chef Ramsay right here. Chef Ramsay. Yep. And did you guys see how much of an asshole Lena's cat was being?
I just, anytime I see like a cat stand up, I just assume it's gonna spray on something. Obviously, I don't know whether that's a boy or a girl cat. So like,
Have you
Just-
seen that South Park episode where they get high on cat piss?
No.
It's called cheesing.
No.
Everyone just got fucking yellow face.
That's hilarious.
Sorry, I have a South Park. Everything references back to South Park. For me.
Nah, there's nothing wrong. I do that with a bunch of different shit. But yeah, fucking, that's what I always assume with cats. I'm just like, yo, this shit's gonna spray the goddamn camera like a fucking skunk.
This is our last beat here, guys. This is Cogdis Beats right here.
That was dope.
Dope.
Pretty cool.
That's it, man.
That's dope shit. Well, here's to another round of the bases. I think we've established that we got a lot of dope music.
Yeah.
Dope
And
artists.
I want to say, dude, this shit is hard running this shit. I gotta give props to Al, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad I don't have to do this every week. This is a pain in
and,
the ass.
and then like the couple hours of editing and all that shit that happens after.
Yeah. But and then you got you're doing this, and then you got Delvon shitting on you the whole time.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to think there's not going to be as much editing because he deleted so many of the fucking beats that were supposed to be played. So honestly, it should make the workload a little bit easier.
Well,
but
here's the thing: I'm doing the editing and putting those together now. So yeah, that's I'm really just doing all that to make it easier on me.
yeah, no doubt. And I look forward to pointing out every single minute mistake that I can find. That's what I look forward to.
Like, there was a 1 second gap between these two videos, man.
It didn't line up. Where is the chapter section for YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Like, where people could just listen to ones that they want.
Where is the part that I mentioned bacon?
Where's that? There's no bacon chapter. And I don't like that you don't have the multiple sections of it. I'm going to point out everything. That's what I look forward to.
I'm going to make it just a reel of just you talking shit.
Delvon's best.
Yeah, because I'm going through these episodes to get some playback stuff here. So watch out, man.
Oh, good Lord.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting. We appreciate you guys a whole heap. Keep bringing the beats, and we'll keep playing the beats.
Yes, sir. Do you guys want me to do a quick pick really fast? Just a blind pick for this next one?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to curate it and
curate it?
All right.
Yeah,
I'll pick one off after the show here then. All right, cool. Well, thanks. Yeah, like Aubrey said, thanks everyone for joining, and we'll have the new sample up here in just a bit for you guys to grab. And Bree, Elena, Delvon, thanks again. Appreciate it. Everyone, have a good night.
Peace.
Bye.